Welcome to the Alpha Girl Confidence Podcast, where we are empowering youth female athletes to play and live confidently. My name is Shay Haddo, and each week I will bring you new episodes to teach you the strategies and tools that you need in order to live a confident, empowered life both on and off the playing field. Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to episode 152. So today's topic and the title of today's episode is why taking personal responsibility will change your life. So it's going to be a quick episode, but it's going to be powerful. So listen up. So what do I mean when I say taking personal responsibility? What that means to me is instead of blaming other people, instead of, blaming your circumstances and blaming this and that for what happens to you, you take 100% responsibility for everything that happens in your life. And when you do that, your life will change. When you do that, you will step into your true power. When you do that, you will step onto the field with confidence. You will learn from your mistakes, because when you don't take personal responsibility and you lose or you mess up or you don't do well on a test, the blame goes outside of you. And when blame goes outside of you, you don't learn from your mistakes. So every mistake turns into a big deal. Every failure turns into a failure. Whereas when you take personal responsibility, yes, it may still suck that you messed up or you failed or you didn't make the team, but at least you can learn from that experience. You can take that quote unquote failure and turn it into a win. And instead of thinking, that life is happening to you, when you take personal responsibility, you start to shift your mindset. And instead of life happening to me, it's life is happening for me. So even the bad things, it's happening for me. Even the things that right now suck and I don't like it, it's happening for me. And when you take that responsibility for everything you do in your life, you will start to see your life change. You will start to see yourself, having more self-worth. You will start to see yourself stepping into your leadership power, into your confidence power. So how can you take personal responsibility? That's a good question. How can you take personal responsibility? So now you understand it. You understand why it's so important, but how can you actually do it? So a lot of the time we don't take personal responsibility, and it's like this unconscious thing, right? We lose, we make a bad pass, immediately we blame it on other people. So the first thing is to really be aware of it. The next time you start to blame someone else or something else outside of yourself for what happened to you, just be aware of it. Notice that you're starting to give away your responsibility. That's the first thing, is to be aware. Because if you aren't aware, I say this a million times, whether it's about your thoughts or whether it's about this, if you're not aware of it, you can never change it. So I'm not telling you to go out and change the world right now. I'm literally just asking you and encouraging you to start becoming more aware of when you dish off responsibility, when something that isn't good happens. So start paying attention to, when am I dishing off responsibility and why? Why am I dishing off responsibility? So that's number 2. A lot of the time we dish off responsibility because we don't want to feel like we're at fault. We don't know how to deal with the feelings of feeling like a failure, of feeling like we make mistakes, of feeling like you're not good enough. But when you take that responsibility, you know that no matter what you do or what you don't do, that you're good enough, that you're going to get better from it. All right. So those are the 2 things I want you to focus on and how you can take personal responsibility. And then the last thing, if you really want to go above and beyond, is actually when you make the mistake, so you're aware of it, you figured out why. And number 3 is to actually take it, to actually maybe take the blame for something, not take the blame, but take responsibility for something when something doesn't go well, whether that's writing it in your journal, whether that's telling it to yourself, or whether that's stepping up as a leader on your team or in your groups or in your friend groups or whatever it is. All right. So that's how you take personal responsibility. Sorry, when I say that a million times, it gets really hard to say. So that's how that taking personal responsibility will change your life. And I know you're probably thinking, Shay, you know what? That doesn't sound that important. But I promise you, if you start taking it now, it's totally going to change your life, because instead of the world happening to you, it happens for you. And when you start to really realize that on a deep level, everything changes. So I hope this episode helped you. If it did, please share it with a friend, leave us a review. And also, we've got our next shipment of the Confidence Club stickers shipping out in October. So if you want to receive October shipment, sign up before October 1st. So you got from till the end of the month to sign up to receive October shipment. We'll post a link in the show notes below where you're going to get 3 stickers, a confidence print, and an in-depth training video from me. So again, link in the show notes below. Hope this episode helped you, and I'll see you on next week's episode.